Hi y'all, welcome back to another YouTube video. It's your girl G, and today we are giving you an update a little bit about what's going on in life.
Trying to get to the bag, we on the same page, you the same way, only keep the family around.
Yeah, because we are approaching the new year, which I cannot believe because I think I said this a couple of videos ago, like every time I blink we're in a different month. Like, can time slow down? Like, I can't believe last week, it's already been a week since Thanksgiving. Are you kidding me? Happy first of the month. It is currently December 6th on Saturday about 3 p.m. So I'm excited to be here with you guys and to give you guys a little bit of the tea of what's going on in life. Hold on, because I took notes. I made sure I wanted to hit certain talking points. So we're just gonna get straight into the video. Like, no warming up, none of that. So right now I am getting ready for my day. I'm about to just do my makeup really quickly, just a light face, you know, nothing cray, you know. I did go in, so I did just go in with my hyaluronic acid. If I can pull that up for you guys. This one here is hyaluronic acid. By The Ordinary. It's really good for the skin. So I actually saw somebody, and I don't know if you guys can like verify this or not, but I saw somebody say that instead of using primer, you can just use a moisturizer, because that's what primer is essentially doing, just holding in the moisture for you. Because typically I use my e.l.f. Power Grip Primer, and I thought that, yeah, I honestly thought that primer was just used to secure the makeup to your face, but isn't that what setting spray is? And then the powders and stuff. I don't know. Maybe I have to do some more research. Last month was actually a really good month. Let me not. Damn it. I always have a pretty good month. Like, my months are always pretty good. I do my best of like trying to find the bright side in everything, and month after month, regardless of whatever goes on, I just focus on the good things that happen. So November, you know, it was Thanksgiving month, so I did take some time to go hang out with my family in Chicago for Thanksgiving, which you guys saw in the last video. And since October, I've been kind of doing I've been kind of doing content more consistently, primarily on YouTube, because I favor long form content over short. So now this month my goal is to be able to take my long form content and just like create it as a short form, or prioritize or add the short form content into my priorities. So like the YouTube shorts, the TikTok videos, Instagram posts and stuff like that. Like, I don't know what it is. I like to be able to talk to y'all thoroughly, and I feel like I can't really do that. I can't give you guys the full effects on TikTok. And then I think because our attention spans are so fried that, well, I don't even know, because mine's not fried anymore. I can sit through 30, oh my gosh, I can sit through 30-minute videos and not be, I didn't even need this, so I just opened that for no reason, and not be like distracted. Like, I can focus in on them. So I don't know what it is, but whatever it is, it's hindering my growth, or I'm just hindering my own growth, because realistically, put it all to the side, girl, what are you doing? So one of my biggest lessons, if you hear any noise in the background, it's Roomba, just disregard. But one of my biggest lessons in November actually was realizing, speaking of like getting over myself and having just to put the short form content out there anyway, one of my biggest goals, or one of my biggest lessons in November, was that I realized that I've been standing in my own way. And I can't tell you what exactly the lineup of thoughts were for me to get to this point, but I think I just had to sit myself down and realize that, first of all, a lot of the things that I'm praying for aren't coming into fruition, not to say that God doesn't want to bless me with it, but because I'm not putting in the work to even get there in the first place. Like, faith without works is dead, and there ain't no work to be going in with the faith. Like, I'm praying, I'm like, God, can you do this, that, and the third? And what am I doing? Nothing. After the prayer, I'm just going and sitting down and just waiting for things to line up. And sometimes that's how things unfold, but when it comes to my particular goals, I have to put work in. I have to be consistent. I have to be disciplined. I have to put effort in, and I have not been doing that. So, like I said, I don't know why this like hit me all of a sudden, but it did, and I have been just, it completely set me. Like, even now, like, admitting it and saying out loud is just like, yo, like that really is so crazy to me how I've been blocking my own blessings. And Kyra Amanique, which is another what's it called, another content creator, she was saying that we often allow our minds to trick us out of our spot. And I think that a big part of what I've been going through is, aside from like not being able to put effort in or not feeling like I had to, was also just feeling like I didn't know where to start. So I just had to, you know, pick up whatever and just make it work, and then realize that I'm gonna learn the lessons that I need to learn, or learn the steps to take as I go on, but I have to take that first step of trying. I have to take that first step, and I haven't been taking the first steps. I've just been like I said, just praying and hoping and wishing on a shooting star, and that's it. I wish on the shooting star, and then nothing happens on my end. Like, that's not how it works. And then my goals as well, like honestly, my goals are a little bit intimidating for me, particularly because it's like they call me to do something bigger. I'm being called to do something bigger. So if I don't like put aside my anxiety and like nerves with it, is it gonna really happen? So I really have to, like I said, get out of my own way, get out of my head, get out of my bag, get out of my feelings, and just go for it. Because God calls us to be bold. So doing anything opposite is disobedience, and that's what your girl have been, disobedient. Just doing her own thing, just hoping and wishing and praying, and hoping and wishing and praying, and that's it. This is the realization, especially as we approach the new year, is really beneficial, because now I'm able to put forth these next 30 something days, or now we have a little bit less than 30, but these next couple of days, and put forth the effort to actually get the work going. So I'm out of my bag, I'm out of my head, I'm out of my feelings. We get into it, okay? We put in everything, the highest value. We put on the highest heat. We hitting the gas all the way to the pedal. We hitting 120 miles per hour. It don't even matter. We are putting forth the effort. We're gonna stop playing it small, okay? That's another thing I've been doing. Another lesson that I've learned. I have been playing it small. I'm a very like low-key person, right? Like, I don't want to do too much. I never want to say too much. I kind of just want to. I don't mind. Or excuse me. I don't want to say that it's that I didn't mind being behind the scenes. I just think I was too comfortable being behind the scenes, and that's what my problem was. Like, I have to, like I said, when you're being called to do something bigger and something greater than you, you kind of have to meet your goals where they need to be met. Is that what I'm trying to say? Meet my goals where I need to be met. Step into the identity. There we go. That's better wording. Step into the identity of the person who actually lives out these goals. So if I want to be, you know, a full-time successful content creator, I have to put aside the fear of being seen and playing it small and being in my head, and actually step forth into that confident energy that it calls me to be, this confident person that it calls me to be, this audacious person that it calls me to be. I have to put down my little humble, and not to say humility is a problem, because it's not, but I think I've been, you know, where God calls us to be bold, he also calls us to be humble. I have been increasing my humble side, not that it's a problem again, and not balancing in boldness, not balancing in audacity, not balancing in, or not adding faith to the balance. Like, I haven't been balancing any of these other very important qualities that God calls us to be as people, and just been focusing so much about being a little shy mouse in the corner, just waiting for her, you know, time to shine. And I realized that I am a very bright person, and when you are a very bright and vibrant person, sometimes, well, for me, it was like I didn't want to outshine anybody. And not to say that I'm so bright, like I consume the room, but it's like I wanted to make other people comfortable. That's really what it was. I wanted to make other people comfortable. So I didn't want to say this. I didn't want to say the thing. I didn't want to do the thing. I didn't want to think the thing. I just been like, oh, okay, like, okay, that's cool, whatever, you know, just kind of just like taking it to the chin, and it's like, it's not serving me any good. Like I said, there's no problem with being humble. But if God is calling us to be bold, and I'm over here being shy, and I'm over here being nervous, and I'm over here being fearful, and I'm over here biting my tongue when I need to speak up, or exhibiting lack of confidence, because that really is what it comes down to, lack of confidence, and just for the sake of other people's comfortability, that's like biting myself in the ass. So we're putting all that to the side. So every morning when I get up, I pray. I listen to my affirmations, and I also incorporate motivational videos, motivational speech videos into my morning routine. So one of my more recent motivational videos that I was watching was saying that men are very audacious people. Like, I was watching another video, in one of the videos, it was a compilation, and this one girl was saying that when she worked with her boss in like a biotech firm or something, he's a white man, he would say all the time, like, instead of feeling like things are complicated, he would be like, oh, you know, this is super simple, like, you just do this, that, and the third, and this is how it happens. And other people were like, no, it's actually more complex than that. And but selling it to himself as if it was insignificant or simple or easy made it simple or easy for him, so he didn't really have to stress about the complexities of it all. And often we see men in positions that they necessarily weren't qualified for, didn't have the education for. They go after the girl who's way above their league or something like that, and they still manage to bag her because they have audacity, because they lead this world with audacity, and audacity leads them. So, not to say I want to be as audacious as a man, because some of the stuff they do and say is just like, why would you do and say that? I think that we can lean a little bit more into audacity as far as like our dreams, like even if we're feeling underqualified, to do it anyway, even if we're feeling fearful or nervous, to do it anyway, even if we feel like, okay, this person is going to respond a certain way. You never know until you do it. So audacity in that sense, not to their highest degree, because their degree is a little too high, but in like in a healthy way. You just gotta not English. You have to find what works for you. Yeah, so I think that that's not a bad page to take from their book. Like they know what they're doing when they're audacious and just full of themselves. So I don't know. Arrogance, not so much. I really don't like arrogance. I don't ever aspire to be arrogant, but confident in a way, confident in myself enough to go and approach things as if they're easy, simple, to approach brands and other companies as if I like deserve it. Not to say I don't, but it's like if I'm qualified, if I have the followers for it, like just acting as if I'm already in the position that I want to be in, if that makes sense. Kind of like visualization and manifestation, but in a physical sense where you're just acting on it. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully that makes sense. Hopefully it makes sense to you. I don't know. So kind of going back to what I was saying earlier about being called to something bigger, we have to rise to that occasion. Like, we have to answer the call. We have to, again, stop playing it small, stop playing with our potential just because we feel like we're not ready, just because we feel like we don't have all of our ducks in a row. God is not going to lead you into something He will not lead you through. And this first half of the year, I was going through a really weird period in my life where I wasn't myself mentally, and I didn't realize what exactly that was for me until now. Like, I was doing some reflection the other day, and I was like, kind of just feeling like I haven't accomplished all that I wanted to. I wasn't doing all that I wanted to, and being in my head about it. And then I realized that the only reason I was able to get through that period of uncertainty and of nerves and of just that weird, awkward period, that season of uncertainty, was because of God. When I sat back and I realized that, and then I realized, like, okay, so I left my full-time job, my high-paying full-time job, in December of last year. It would almost be a year in a couple of days, which I cannot believe. But I left that job. And I don't know if you guys are into angel numbers. I know it's a little bit of a controversial take, but when I was clocking out from that job, and I'll like include I don't think I will include a picture because I think you can tell where I was working from that picture. When I was clocking out of that job, I clocked out at 2:22. And it was weird because my boss had just told me, like, okay, yeah, like it was New Year's Eve, so we already had an early day off. We're having a half day. He was like, you might as well just, there's nothing going on. You might as well just leave. It's your last day. Like, we love you. It was nice working with you, but you're good to go. And I was like, okay, cool. And I, said my goodbyes. I said my farewells. I gave them my best wishes. And then I went to clock out. It wasn't until I took that picture that I think in the moment, like, I realized, oh my gosh, it's 2:22. But also, like, laying in bed the other day when I was reflecting on all this, I'm like, yo, it was 2:22. And this entire time, I'm in 2:22, excuse me, is in correlation to alignment. That's essentially what it defines. This entire time, I'm thinking, like, yo, like, why did I do this? I was just so in my head about it, so scared, so fearful. And then everything that was going on in the world at the time was kind of like having an impact as well. So I'm like, I'm all in my head about it. And even until recently, like, I was thinking, like, dang, like, why did I do this? I was so just nervous. I shouldn't have done this. Just having a lot of regret, right? And then I realized, like, hold on, because I made it out. I made it through. Like, all is well. All is well. Life has been beautiful. I was taking note of all the things that I was able to do this past year. Accomplish, travel, see. Like, I modeled in my very first fashion show. Like, what are you talking about? Like, I did some really amazing, awesome things. I received my first collaboration, my brand collaboration, after being consistent for only a couple of weeks. Like, God has been so good. And I've been in such a jaded mindset. I was so down in the first half of the year that I didn't even see it. I say all of this to say that if God leads you into it, he will lead you through it. And there's so much faith that we have to have in it, and I had none. Like, I was still praying, I was still doing my devotional, I was still doing my sermon, I was still taking my notes when I was watching these sermons. I was still in the Bible. However, fear led me more than faith did, and you know God does not give us the spirit of fear. So I'm like, I'm so grateful. Like, even now, like, every time I was thinking about it, I got my nails done yesterday. I went to visit Destiny, and every time I think of it, I start to get emotional, because it's like, God has been so good, and I had no idea. Like, I didn't see it. And of course, in hindsight, like, it's like super amazing. It's super amazing to know, to feel his presence too. I felt his presence in the moment and, like, not really take note of it. So every time I go to bed, I just actually started incorporating this recently, but I've been telling God, like, okay, thank you for all the things that you've done, seen and unseen, felt and unfelt, noticed and unnoticed. And this is that, literally, like, I was thanking him for that time period unknowingly. He is amazing, y'all. Like, so good. So good. And I just had to take a second to apologize to him. Like, be like, bro, like, you didn't, smack me in the face. You didn't do nothing to make me realize that I was being so oblivious to your grace, to your goodness. And I'm grateful that, nothing happened where he didn't, like, sit me down and be like, girl, you're being dramatic. He allowed me to go through it. He led me through it, handheld and everything. And I'm in such a better space mentally, emotionally, physically, financially. Like, girl, I'm in a better space in all regards. And I only have him to thank. I literally only have him to thank. Yeah, rise to the occasion. Stop playing with your potential of God. If you're walking into something that is greater than you, don't ever feel like you're going to do it alone, because you have God with you, and God is holding your hand, and he put it in your heart for a reason. He aligned you with this purpose for a reason. He assigned you with this purpose for a reason. If he did all these things, best believe whatever he put forth in you is going to come into fruition. You just have to believe in yourself enough to act on it as well. Like, I really like this quote when it's like, we put forth the effort and God puts forth the results. Like, God's responsible for the results. We're just responsible for the effort, for the action. And that, goes into faith without work is dead. So God, you have to apply faith into God, and he will, yeah, kind of correlates with faith without works is dead. You put forth the work, you put forth the faith, God puts forth the, provides the results. And God is a provider as well. Like, even if, like I said, if you feel like you're not qualified, if you feel like you don't got all your ducks in a row, who the F cares? Because God is a provider. He knows what you need. He knows what he called you to do. So why wouldn't he have everything in alignment for you? Why wouldn't he provide all the resources that you need to succeed? And best believe whatever you have right now, you have for a reason, and you have what you need right now. You know what you need to know right now. You just need to take the first step, and then the rest of what you need, and the rest of what you need to know, and the rest of the resources that your alignment calls you to possess, or calls you to cause you to possess will come to you. But it's when the time is ready. You just have to take the first step. Stop playing with yourself. Stop playing with God. Stop playing with your potential. Stop playing it small. Rise to the occasion. Okay? Answer that MFing call. That kind of like rhymes. I don't know. That wasn't intentional, but yeah. I think that rhymes. Another one of my points that I had for you guys. And I love that all these like correlate. It makes me very happy. I think that kind of going back into where I was in the beginning of the year, the first half of the year, you have to think bigger than your reality. If where you're going, if who you need to be is bigger than you, you are not to dim your faith to where you're at currently, but rise it, increase it to where it needs to be so that you can get to where you need to be. Did I say that slowly enough for y'all? Do you need me to repeat it? I can't. That was fresh off the dome. Like, I don't even remember what I just said. But replay it if you need to hear it again, or replay it again just in case you need to hear it one more time. Do you understand what I mean when I say that? Like, I just want y'all to understand what I mean when I say that, because I'm not, just saying it for fun, for, shits and gigs. It's very much the truth. We have to stop being like, dang, like, I wish I could do this, and I wish I could do that, and, this and that. No. Hell no. What is wrong with you? What is wrong with you? Are you cool? Are you cool? Increase that faith, okay? Stop thinking that your reality, where you're at right now, is your forever, because guaranteed it's not. And if it is, then like you can't want to be someplace better and then think like, oh well, I can't do anything to get there. Golly, poor old me, sad old me. Don't piss me off. Increase that faith so you can get to where you need to be. Stop playing with yourself. Stop playing with God, like I said. Because that thinking, that wishful, regretful thinking that you're doing is what's keeping you where you need to be. You're creating a bunch of reasons and excuses for yourself and your condition, thinking that this is where you're going to be forever. Like, oh man, I know I'm too nervous to do this, that, and the third, so I might as well just stay here because it's comfortable. Because you're comfortable. Because you're comfortable. Because you're comfortable. Again, don't piss me off. Your calling is calling you. Answer the call. Increase the faith for your dream. Increase the faith for your desire. And stop acting like it's out of reach, because it's not. If you have it in your heart, if you have it in your mind, it's there for a reason. It's there because your future self has it. It's there because God calls you to have it. So why are you thinking that where you're at right now is where you're always supposed to be, where you're meant to be? Especially if it's not where you want to be. Are you cool? And I'm not even talking to y'all. I'm really talking to myself. Well, not anymore, but I was. That's just how I was thinking. I needed somebody to tell me that. So I'm going to want to tell y'all. Sorry, Bookies. I also wrote down, we often do say and believe things that are more relevant to our current reality and keep us in the same position as we pray to get out of it, but do absolutely nothing. And that's when I re-emphasize that prayer and action works together. Faith without works is dead. Okay, so y'all may be asking like, okay, so I am in this position. What can I do to get out of it? Or what have you done to get out of it? Yeah. Honestly, I shifted my perspective. I had to shift it a couple of times. I had to change it a couple of times to kind of be in a good space optimistically and realize that, again, what I was just telling you guys, that everything that I want for myself is not out of reach. Obviously, it couldn't be, because I see people who are doing it. I see people who are living the reality that I want to live. Not identical to exactly how I want to live it, but the fact that a version of that exists means that my version can exist as well. So, like I said, think bigger than your reality. Dream bigger than your reality. Motivate yourself. Listen to the affirmations. Listen to those motivational speech videos. Challenge yourself on a daily. Take more risks. Believe in yourself. Do stuff that is going to instill confidence in yourself. Self-esteem in yourself. All of it. Do all of it. Do all of the inner work that is necessary to push you to want to be better. Because nothing, you can dream and all this, but if you don't do anything to add up to that, it's always going to stay the same. So, like I said, affirmation videos. I recorded 10 minutes of me just listing out affirmations. So I listen to that every morning. And then at night I recorded like a 6-minute video of affirmations just to end up my night. So I highly recommend that. And like I said, I do things that are in alignment with where I want to be, not where I'm currently am. So if I am a content creator, I'm making content. Like, what are we doing? Not because I don't have the PR just yet, or not because I don't have the brand collaborations just yet. I'm just doing it anyway so that I can get to that point where I do have those things. So stop thinking it's such a limited, restrictive mindset. Think bigger. What's the thing? You think it's small. Think big. Yeah, that. Do that. Thanks. I'm gonna finish up my face and I will chat with you guys in just a second. Okay guys, I'm all done. I'm all ready. Yee! I will see you guys in the very next video. I hope that you guys had something that you could take away, because this is what my life has been lately, like a bunch of revelations and realizations, and I just wanted to share them just in case you guys are in a similar position. So leave a comment in the chat, like this video, subscribe for more. I'll see you guys in the next video. Good night. Bye.
Trying to get to the bag. We on the same page, you the same way. Only around me.
Yo, talking is hard for the girl.